Mission Control Houston. We are at a mission elapsed time of 5 days, 14 hours, 2 minutes and counting. The Artemis II crew is currently in their sleep period. Now, we would like to share with the world that while the crew was asleep, we did receive some of those stunning downlinked images from the lunar flyby, which took place earlier in the cruise day. So let's take a look. Here we have it. The first image we see from behind the moon, the crew watched Earth set. There's a soft blue arc fading behind a silent, cratered horizon. And this view shows the moon fully eclipsing the sun. From their vantage point, the moon appears large enough to completely block the sun, creating nearly 54 minutes of totality, far longer than what we've experienced from Earth. The sun's corona is forming a glowing halo around the dark lunar disk, revealing the outer atmosphere normally hidden by the sun's brightness. Along the edge, you can also see a faint glow on the moon's surface. That's sunlight reflected from the Earth, softly illuminating the near side. It's a striking view and a rare opportunity to observe and document the corona as we return to deep space. This is Mission Control Houston coming to you live from the Artemis Flight Control Room here at the Johnson Space Center. At a mission elapsed time of 5 days, 17 hours, the crew was woken up aboard their Integrity spacecraft, marking the start of Flight Day 7 activities.
Good morning and welcome to Artemis Mission Control here at Johnson Space Center in Houston, Texas. I'm Leah Cheshire Mustachio. The Orbit 1 team has just taken over from the Orbit 2 team and is led by Jeff Radigan, NASA Flight Director. The Capcom, or Capsule Communicator for today, is Stan Love. He's a NASA astronaut and is the only voice you'll hear communicating with the crew. Of course, there is an exception for that today, during which the science team will be conducting their post-lunar flyby conference. If you tuned in yesterday, you got a treat, and we got to see amazing views of the moon as well as hear the crew's description of them. Now, while the crew was taking those photos, they were also recording private voice notes that they sent down to the science team overnight. This morning, the science team is going to talk about the observations that the crew made while those are all still fresh. We've also got some other exciting activities coming up today, including a ship-to-ship call. The Orion spacecraft and the 4 Artemis II astronauts, Reid Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Cook, and Jeremy Hansen, will be calling the International Space Station. We have 7 crew members living and working aboard the International Space Station, and we've just surpassed 25 years of continuous human presence living and working in space. This will be the first time that these 2 spacecraft have ever talked to each other. This is the first flight of humans aboard the Orion spacecraft, and in the official flight kit aboard Orion are some special flags. One of those is from Apollo 18. This is the American flag that would have been planted on the moon during that mission, should it have occurred. It was on display in the NASA headquarters building in Washington, D.C., making its way around the moon over 50 years since its originally intended flight. The other American flag aboard Orion is from a little more recent history. It was flown on STS-1, the first space shuttle flight, STS-135, the last space shuttle flight, and NASA SpaceX DM-2, or Demonstration Mission 2, which was the return of launching American astronauts from American soil on American rockets.
Good morning, Houston. We are 202,306 nautical miles away. Earth is pulling us back, and we are happy about that. We're ready for morning DPC.
We're happy about that, too, and ready for DPC. We've got about a dozen quick items for you, the first of which is updated nominal burn plan and nominal RTC last star on board.
Actually, Stan, we have one more small and quick thing. We just wanted to take this moment to recognize the 2 newest members of the Association of Space Explorers, NASA astronaut Christina Cook and Canadian Space Agency astronaut Jeremy Hansen. Reid and I are both members, and we're proud to welcome the 2 of them to this international body of human space explorers. And also congratulations to Jack Hathaway, who recently joined aboard the International Space Station. Thank you.
Thank you for those words, and welcome to the club.
Integrity, this is Houston. Are you ready for the event?
Integrity is ready for the event.
Station, this is Mission Control Houston. Please call Integrity for a voice check.
Integrity, this is the International Space Station. How do you hear?
Hey, International Space Station and Jessica, we have you loud and clear. How about us?
We have you loud and clear as well, and we have BME TV up, so we have a view of you right now, and it is making us so excited. We feel like you're here with us, and this is really just making our entire week right now.
We have been waiting for this like you can't imagine. Let me go check on our PFD. We are 201,726, now 25 nautical miles from planet Earth, which is just hard to believe. The scales are impossible to believe. And for the run of show this morning, I figured I'll say a quick hi, which I have done. I'll hand the microphone to fellow chump Jeremy. He can say a quick hi, and then we'll let you three A-Paws just get on with it. Yeah,
Hey,
so
Paul,
give me
been
like
said.
a tiny bit of microphone time before the A-Paws get after it. But it's such a pleasure to be spending a little bit of time with our colleagues in space, and we talk so much up here, or we try to anyway, emphasize how important the work is that we're all doing in this program to do the types of things that get us ready to get back on the surface of the moon, and like the administrator was saying yesterday, onto Mars. And so we just appreciate you, and it's fun to be up in space with you at the same time.
We are so excited to be up here with you, and we had a couple of questions. We are wondering, we know how fortunate all of us are as humans to come up here and look down at the Earth from above. Every astronaut that comes to space remarks on that, and we really wanted to hear what that felt like, how different that felt now from your new perspective around the moon.
Well, I'll start by saying we do miss the ISS. The views there are awesome, being able to see specific places, being able to see your home specifically. So y'all's views are absolutely incredible, and I miss them every day almost. The thing that changed for me looking back at Earth was that I found myself noticing not only the beauty of the Earth, but how much blackness there was around it. And how it just made it even more special. It truly emphasized how alike we are, how the same thing keeps every single person on planet Earth alive. We evolved on the same planet. We have some shared things about how we love and live that are just universal. And the specialness and preciousness of that really is emphasized when you notice how much else there is around it. Well, I hope I'm not talking over somebody, but I wanted to say a couple things to my Astro sister, Jessica. One, sorry to steal your next spacewalk day, everybody, but thank you for cheering us along anyway. And Jessica, I always hoped we would be in space again together, but I never thought it would be like this. It's amazing. Congratulations to you on being commander, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your trip in space.
Thank you so much, Christina. I totally share all the same sentiments, and I'm so happy that we are back in space together, even if we are, a few miles apart. We like to joke about that up here, too, because everyone's talking about the records of the distance, and we ran to the far end of the space station when you guys were on the other side so that we could claim we were the furthest away from you in that moment. Love all four of you so much.
We were doing the same shenanigans here when we got to the furthest point from the moon. I tried to get to the furthest point from Earth. I tried to get to the furthest point in the spacecraft, and my crewmates were clawing me down. And I know that's a joke. We were busy doing science, but we had that same conversation. It was a lot of fun. I don't know how much longer we have here, but from the four members of the spacecraft Integrity, we really want to just say our deepest appreciation to the 7 members of the International Space Station, and this has been a true treat. It takes the entire world to do amazing things like this, and to get to come together as this group of people and talk for just a minute at these distances. We are all off the planet Earth right now, and we're all going to go home to that planet, and that is a very special thing. So thank you all for tying in.
We are loving all four of you from here, from the
cool.
space
Thanks.
station in low Earth orbit. We'll keep the fires burning here.
And we'll keep carrying the fire. Thanks, guys. Over and out.
Coming up next for the Artemis II crew is a conference with the science team. They will be reviewing what they saw yesterday during their lunar flyby, sharing any findings or interesting information with the science team while it's all still fresh for the crew members. Of course, they have quite a lot of audio recordings that have been downlinked to the science team, and that team has been reviewing and will continue to do so to help them understand what the crew saw and formulate new thoughts about our moon.
Integrity science, I have to start with a giant wow. Our whole lunar science team and the broader science community has been pouring out positive feedback and gratitude, so know that what you did yesterday really made a difference scientifically. Also want to say the science team has confirmed the locations of the proposed Integrity and Carroll craters, and it was such a powerful moment here for everybody listening and following along. And then also, just before I dive into the list of questions, we heard both Christina and Victor yesterday commenting that being able to discuss with each other amongst your crew, taking things from observation to inference to hypotheses, really added scientific value, and so we'd love to build on that here. So we'll ask specific questions for you guys, but please treat it like a discussion as we heard you yesterday that enhanced value. When you're ready, I'll dive into our questions. Good. Okay, for Christina and Victor, during Earth set, we heard you say that the Earth was so bright it made the moon look dark. So you all had the Earth in view during the majority of your flyby. Did you notice any time when the brightness of Earth began to change your view of the moon's